Hello everyone, today our team will introduce to all of you our research project. It is research on the improvement of MOBA negative atmosphere based on social robots and AI teammates. And the keywords about this research is social robot, AI application, UXC research. And our team members are Kenji, WANG Yimin, and Blue WANG Lingxin, and our supervisor, Professor Dr. Johan of HOORN. And we want to give our big thanks for the hard help of Yonglin in data analysis and modeling. And the first part is the research background. The crisis of MOBA games. Although MOBA has generally established a considerable media ecosystem, it still faces the challenge of user churn. And for this part is about analysis based on SOR framework. S means stimulus, and O means organism, and R means response. Based on the psychological research paradigm stimulus organism response SOR framework, the detrimental cyclic virus in MOBA first version can be analyzed more clearly. And for this part is about the presence of the crisis of negative atmosphere in competitions. For this part is about the objectives of this research. Objective 1 is to define a feasible problem, and Objective 2 is to justify the feasibility through a literature review and to find feasible technologies as experimental tools. And our Objective 3 is to validate the applicability of solution based on structured experiments and to propose a new theoretical model. And Objective 4 is to define a subjective view based on an experimental developer framework combined with design practice. And the part 2 is about the research hypothesis. It can be seen from the above analysis that the cyclical negative atmosphere is a major reason for the loss of MOBA users. Though the crucial stimulus is toxic teammates, who usually show some negative behaviors when teammates play abnormally, such as taunting, criticism, and verbal insults. In order to eliminate this point, we propose these two assumptions. Hypothesis 1 is invisibility and anonymity of user leads to engagement with game improved by helpful teammates. And hypothesis 2 is if a physical robot instead of avatar. Effective hypothesis 1 will be even higher because of the self-disclosure. Therefore, based on hypothesis 1 and hypothesis 2, we defined the following research variables and models after referring some studies with similar and valuable concepts as ours. The next part is research method, and the first one is the anonymity and invisibility of AI teammates. First of all, anonymity is a form of non-identifiability. For large social networks, users prefer a form of anonymity to express controversial content or behavior. The second method is the affordance and violence of social robots. Social robots are no longer just a remote control avatar as a medium, but a partly autonomous conversation partner, a novel artificial unhuman-like communication entity with their own style of interaction. In order to test the hypothesis, we needed a structured comparison of the healing effect of social robots on user psychology in AI teammate and general teammate mode. The fourth part is about the experiment part, and this is our questionnaire and research method and the experiment process. For the questionnaire part, first, the results are as expected, the anonymity and invisibility from helpful teammates that users read in the AI module will help users to participate more actively in the game. That is our hypothesis 1. And the fifth part is about the data analysis and modeling. For the data collection part, once everything was ready, the team used the WeChat group chat and poster paste to place the posters. In order to further understand the perceptions of MOBA main audience, we arranged some university postgraduates to help the research team to deliver the questionnaires. So the testers were mostly postgraduates and undergraduates from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, Southern University of Science and Technology, and Hong Kong Baptist University (UIC). A total of 91 participants were invited to conduct the experiment, and 80 valid data was collected with a validity rate of 87.9%. Thanks for the hard help of Johan in this part. We have analyzed the collected data and data modules using methods such as scale analysis, outlet analysis, GLM, repeated measures, structural equation modeling, and the results show that all of our research hypotheses are valid. This is GLM repeated measures, and we can see these pictures. This is structural equation modeling, and we can see these pictures. The sixth part is the discussion. The experimental results show that our research hypotheses are all confirmed and have theoretical implications. Although our samples are all from mainland China and Hong Kong, which limits our results to a certain extent, the model does explain the perception and behavior of the same group. First, the results are as expected. The anonymity and the invisibility from helpful teammates that users read in the AI model will help users to participate more actively in the game. That is hypothesis 1. Second, as in other studies, users perceive useful social robots as satisfying affordance, which improves their engagement, and the interaction between the two parties also suggests that social robots have a positive effect of social robots on improving users' negative emotions, has shown to make users more willing to become friends with social robots, and users are more enthusiastic to get engaged in the next game after interacting with them. This is a hypothesis 2. Why is Kimball, as a very unknown third-party participant, able to improve users' negative emotions in MOBA? Compared to humans, robots are interactors that lack psychological agency and reduce interactor variabilities and barriers during interactions. However, the willingness and the depth of self-disclosure of users differs significantly from robots with different attributes, such as their overall conveyed image, especially for short-term interactions and first encounters, while our Kimball was successful. The final part is conceptual design. In order to more clearly express the practical implications of this research and the prospective future research, we have created a prototype of MOBA 2 version. It is a next-generation MOBA matchmaking assistant system that interacts the physical world social robot with the virtual world MOBA. In this way, the social robot is able to better sense user emotions and perform the corresponding actual interactive functions. Finally, we really appreciate our several months in PolyU and we have known a bunch of very good friends, and see you all soon, and we hope you have a great future. And apart from that, we want to thanks again for the hard help of Johan Lingxin in data analysis and modeling. And we also want to give a big thanks to our supervisor, Johan HOORN. We really appreciate his guidance for our research project work. Thank you all of the faculty and the classmates who have helped us a lot, and we really appreciate it. And we really appreciate our study life in PolyU, and we also want to give PolyU best wishes. Thank you so much.